Hi student, I am Asit Tiwari, SSC teacher, and today in the lesson federalism, our topic is which is continue last 3 days. It is the decentralizations. In the topic decentralizations, we will study today the amendment which was made in the year 1992 and they were implemented in the year 1993. These amendments were the 73rd and 74th amendment. 73rd amendment for the rural government and 74th amendment for the urban government. And how did they strengthen the democracy at the local level? Let's we see today. So student, these were the amendment which were started in the year 1992, and these amendment had made the local government very successful, very powerful. Means in the 1992, means before 1992, the state government totally controlled the local government, and local government was totally dependent over the state government authorities. But after the amendment in the year 1992, the local government have got many power, and these powers made them very powerful, and they can take the decision by own themselves. So student, let's we see the amendments. Now it is constitutionally mandatory. Constitutionally mandatory means now the constitution had made it very compulsory to hold the regular election to local bodies. Means each 5 years, as in the central level, as in the state level, the election were held each 5 years. The same pattern, the election will be held each 5 years in the local government, means third tie in the government, and it was very compulsory. No one cannot violate it, no one cannot, will say, cross examine it if any kind of the authorities which are making the hindrance over it. So the constitution have a lot of other, you will say, articles to penalize all type of these you will say elements. Next thing, seats are reserved in the elected bodies and the executive head of the institution for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. Means there were the two type of the person who were you will say influencing the local authorities, local government bodies, such as the elected bodies, means the person who were elected by the voter of the village, voter of the town, voter of the blocks, voter of the municipalities, voter of the Nagar Panchayat, voter of the municipal corporation, whatever it is. But all these bodies which were elected by the citizen of these local government areas, and these person, and second type, the executive head. Executive head means the person who were authorized by the central government, state government, and the bodies which were also the head of these institutions. So both type of the person which were elected and which were appointed, both authorities were just getting the reservation from the constitutions, and these you will say categories, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and the backward classes, means SC, ST and OBCs. These authorities had ensured that all type of the, will say, caste which were facing the kind of lot of trouble last 100 years in India, because in India where they were facing the problem of untouchabilities and where they were not allowed to, you will say, enjoy the common life among the common people, because they were totally ignored in the mainstream of the society. So after the constitutional amendment, all these type of the classes have got the kind of power, kind of right, and they could enjoy the, you will say, democratic right through this amendment in the local government. Means their position cannot be violated by any other person in the local government, in the local areas. So that is very important thing. Next you will say amendment, next steps in the constitution about the local government, strengthen at least 1/3 of all positions are reserved for women. Means 1/3 positions reserved for the women. All type position means the women, they can be the, you will say, representative, they can be the head of the institutions, they can be the kind of representative bodies, whatever it is, whatever the wish they were having to you will say activate in the local politics, all these areas where they could not be stopped by the any authorities, any kind of the person in the local bodies areas, where if any kind of the person who can travel, make them travel, so there is a very strict steps has been given in the constitution to stop this type of the elements against the women. Because women, if they are getting the kind of position in the local government, means this is a kind of empowerment of the women. If the women which is making the participation in the local politics, it means in the root area, grassroots area, means villages where the position of the women were very critical, because they were facing the kind of social evils which were long lasting in India, means 100 of years ago, 200 of years ago, and even some areas where 1000 of years ago the kind of social evil was continued, and women, they were not taking the part in the politics, so the all kind of the authorities were in the hand of men, so the women could not take any decision for themselves. But after this amendment, the women, they have the right, they have to take the decision by own themselves, and in such a way they can make their position better, and they can empower their, you will say, community. That is very important things. So student, this is very important steps which was taken for the women development, women empowerment. Next one is an independent institution called the State Election Commission. That is very important thing. State Election Commission has been created in the each state to conduct the panchayat and the municipal election. That is very important things, because before the state government was only controlling the local elections, local bodies elections, and the state government was not giving them any kind of the right. But after the kind of amendment, these independent institutions were made, created, and they were called the State Election Commission. They were varies from state to state, and they have the total authorities, and they were very responsible for this kind of the elections to the central government, to the constitutions, and if any kind of the drawbacks, if any kind of the malpractices have been seen, so they can take the actions against the illegal, you will say, activities which were hindering the kind of these development, these type of the elections. So these elections were totally you will say dependent over the state authorities, and where they have to make it sure that elections are going well or not. That is very important things. Next one, the steps the state government required to share some powers and revenue with the local government bodies. The nature of sharing varies from state to state. It means if the local bodies are facing the trouble not to run their economy very well, then the state government authorities, they can require to share some powers and the revenues of the local government bodies, so that their burden could be, you will say, reduced in such a way that development can be processed in a very regular way. Because if the development of the villages can be hindered, can be stopped, then the development of the country will be stopped, because India is the country of more than 6 lakhs villages. That is very important things in India. If the 6 lakh villages are not getting the proper development, proper, you will say, power, if they are not getting, if the proper, you will say, economic system they are not getting, then the development will be stopped, and if the villages are stopped, then obviously the country will be stopped. So student, hope you are getting well. all these lectures. It will help you to well to understand. So student, hope you are getting well all these lectures, and this is our the lecture which is very important for the exam purpose, especially for the 3 mark questions in the board exam, and sometimes the 1 mark question can be appear from the same section. So you should prepare for the board exam in such a way as you are directed by the, you will say, your teacher. So student, hope you are getting well. Thank you.